welcome to this week's video podcast. I'm Brent Dodge, and I have with me Leah Verstegen of Alpine Physical Therapy. Leah's here to talk to us a little bit about sport biomechanics today. Leah, thanks for joining us.
No problem, Brent.
You know, I hear a lot of talk these days about biomechanics of sport. Can you help people understand what that is and what that means when you're evaluating somebody?
Sure. When I do a sport biomechanics or just a body mechanics evaluation, I go through normal physical therapy evaluation, looking at your strength and your flexibility, but then I take it on to the next level and I look at how your body moves with functional activities. So depending on what your fitness program is or what sport you play, I'll watch how your body moves in relation to that sport. I'll look at basic things like how you walk or your gait analysis, some squat form. If it's somebody who is playing a cutting sport like soccer or tennis, then I might watch them sprint and just see how their alignment stacks up to the demands that they place on their body.
Yeah, I just think more and more with people getting really involved with higher levels recreational sport, they maybe sometimes leave out the piece that has to do with biomechanics, the way their body works. Is that something you're able to pick up in your evaluation, and how do you change that once you've found something?
It's the tricky part is changing it. You hit on a good point there. Everybody understands that lifting weights is an important part of an exercise program. Getting your cardiovascular fitness in is another important part. But both of those they help, but they don't complete the package. You have to look at how your body, how your muscles can control movement and respond to changes in movement to allow you to optimize your performance in your sport. So like I said, the tricky part is changing it. It's a lot of watching yourself move, trying to educate the patient on what proper form is, how to maintain alignment to decrease the stress on their ankle or their knee, hips, or back. Make sure that I often use the analogy of your body being like a tower where things have to stack up one on top of the other. If one joint gets a little bit out of place, the tower's going to want to collapse, and then your joint goes under some undue stress. That's what I look at and try to educate my patients on correcting in order to minimize injury and optimize their performance.
So it sounds like there's really a connection here between helping people understand how their body works and seeing the benefits of that translated into a couple things, one being injury prevention and the other sport performance.
Yep.
Can you hit on that a little bit?
Yeah, they go hand in hand, where if you're performing at a high level, you're training it more often, your body is going under a lot of stress. Exercise is one of the largest stresses that we can place on our body and is therefore more prone to injury. So if you're exercising with some slight fault in your biomechanics or your alignment, then the injury is going to come on all that much sooner. If I can educate people and help them form an exercise program that targets their strength and their functional sport alignment or biomechanics, then they can improve their performance and reduce injury, thereby helping them kind of optimize what they can do with their sports.
Do you have to be a star athlete to be able to benefit from your program?
Oh, definitely not. You know, most people that I see come through the door are people who are out playing basketball and they start to get a little bit of pain in their knee. And they're just playing for fun, or they're on a city league team. They're not high-level athletes. And I can, watch them jump, watch them land, watch them do squats, watch them do a few runs, and then just help them with their alignment, help them with their strength and flexibility, and they can go out and play recreational basketball and not have knee pain. At the same time, I have worked with some higher level athletes, and they've given great feedback that it definitely helps with their performance and avoiding injury, which is a key component to training.
Could you speak for just a moment about some of our other biomechanic sport programs, the Runners Clinic and the Golfers Clinic at Alpine, and how this all kind of wraps together?
Sure. We do have specific clinics for golfers and for runners that involve sport-specific video analysis and breaking down the golf swing for the golfers clinic, breaking down the gait for the runners clinic, and making sure that the muscles are controlling those sports properly. What I focus on is a little bit more generalized to the kind of lower quarter sports. So tennis, basketball, soccer. A lot of those athletes who are putting a lot of demand on their core, their hips, knees, ankles with changes in movement direction. Jumping and landing, volleyball players, making sure that they can land and keep their knees safe. Preventing ACL injury is a huge component of proper biomechanics. So it takes a little bit of a variation from the golfers or runners clinic and focuses more on these kind of dynamic sports, I guess.
Perfect. You know, I just want to say thanks for spending some time giving us some quality information today, Leah. I know our viewers are probably ready for a tip of the day, so let's go there right now.
So proper lower extremity alignment. One easy thing to look for, stand in front of a mirror, do a little squat, make sure that your knees are aligned just over about your second toe. And then to make it a little bit more challenging, try doing the same thing standing on one leg, keeping your leg aligned and not letting your body lean side to side.
Thanks for joining us for this weekly video podcast. I'd like to especially thank Leah Verstegen of Alpine Physical Therapy for sharing some valuable information on sports biomechanics. For more information, be sure to visit our website, click on Sports Medicine, and go to the link called Sports Biomechanics.